And our last part topic today is dealing with the in-laws. For those of you who have in-laws, how do you deal with them? Or if you're about to get some, what advice would you give people? That one is
in-laws. Hata wako nao ni
in-laws. Mwenye anapata in-laws.
Acha niwaambie kitu yenye iko. Nyinyi mko na in-laws in waiting. Wako tu. Ni vile bado hawako in the front, but they're definitely there. So, but of course, I think in-laws are very crucial part of you know, in-laws' lives, especially even our spouses, and subsequently in a trickle down to us, even our kids, because you also want this relationship, your in-laws, to go down to even to your own kids. But at the end of the day, there's something that I learned along the way. You have to be like, always have this front, like have this front enye si divisive wewe na partner wako. So if in case there was any disagreements and of course disagreeing with your spouse, you have to stick na spouse wako, because they'll use something that you said probably when they were having this argument against you at some point. Si ulisema hivi. So as long as mko kimoja, then it totally works.
So
and
even kind of like against the in-laws.
Exactly. Unaelewa, uko tu mimi na bwana wangu, like mimi na kufa na huyu msee. So kile tu amesema, unajua ndio pia usianze hapa mbele uko na mashida. Also I realized that you really have to be like set boundaries, and boundaries in terms of you have to put your foot down, especially because ushaona wale in-laws utokelezea tu kwako hata hawajapiga simu. Unaelewa? So like, you know, just say it kindly. Zile za, you know, if you're coming to my home, I'd appreciate if you told me. And then next time akikuja, akiona ni jokes, akuje, don't open the door. For real, just to make sure amelanio kile unatry kusema.
Yes, okay,
you know, like why I said, you know, let's communicate. Like,
call me first.
Open, you know, like tell me you're coming to my home. Don't just show up. You know.
I mean, I've seen the very bad side of like in-laws in terms of like my parents' relationship. My dad's side wasn't that great, but the fact that my mom was able to remain gracious through all of it, I think that's why I'm like, you know what, that's my role model. That's how I'm going to learn how to treat people. Because you know, like my dad kind of like came from like the rich family, and like my mom, their family was
humble.
It was a humble upbringing. So I think because my grandparents had money back then, they thought my mom was using them for money or something like that. And my mom remained gracious through all of it. That's why even until the day my dad died, like she was still gracious to his parents. Like there's nowhere they can say that my mother kosead them. I know it's very hard to do that, because when I learned some of those things, I was like, what? No! I was mad. I wish I was like, because I was a child. Like, I wish you told me, man, me I'd have made them for you, even though I was like small. But I've learned to be gracious even through like the hardest times.
I'm like, I feel kuna like first kwanza kwa kuna ma in-laws wazuri, by the way, thank God
you.
that Jesus, go to church and say amen, because I'm telling you, they are in-laws from hell, and of which, as in, it's very okay kuana maybe mkona hiyo differences, as you know, family yetu na in-laws wetu atusikizani. You don't have to attend all family functions. Wataongi, if you don't believe in witchcraft, it is there.
It's there.
It is there. And unaweza pata saa ingine familia yako iendelee because umepatia access kwa wase wanakuja kuleta vitu kwa boma yako. And unashanga why your family is always
fighting.
You're fighting, mkona issues,
something wrong all the time.
All through. So you have to be very careful. Like any Mungu kwa relationship yedu na ile when it comes to in-laws. And then apart from that, I feel kuna ma in-laws wengine wenye ni wapoa design, mnaweza saidiana, mnaweza work together, mnaweza unajua. But at the end of the day, uskai onyesha ma in-laws wako, it's like you're better than them. Ama you get. And you avoid watu ile design ya maybe mnaona na one side. It's very okay to be very extremely busy.
It's fine.
You know, become so busy that before wakupate mtu wangu anashangaa. Usikonyeshe hiyo mazoeano. Okay, depending na venye mmebebana ile time meet, and before you guys settle down, you have to like angalia. But anyway, si kila mtu atakupenda, as in utakuwa na ma in-laws from hell. They are there.
Ma monster in-laws.
Ma monster in-laws.
But also
but why is it always the man side? Me, I've never seen the woman side having monsters.
Mostly by the way,
but
kunazo.
Kuna the woman side.
Okay.
You love your man, sindio? But family yako
haimpendi
mtu wangu standards
yako chini
autoshi. Unajua hizo situations kama hizo. But I just feel as long as you love your partner and you guys are in sync and you guys know like unajua, be very open towards your partner, umwambie by that familia yangu kuna kwanga na drama, kuna kwaga na unajua mnaweza kosa kusikizana na nani na nani na nani ama tusikizani. Nikwambia tu msema mapema ajuange what they're getting into. Una get and just support your partner kwa hiyo situation. Usionyesha tuko tu side ya family, mtu wako anakanika, yeye ndio outcast. Kwa hiyo
lakini pia limits tusidanganyane, pesa ukosanisha wasi sana. So mimi na feelingi like you know like kuna ile limit ya by the in-law asiniombe do. Unajua like kama ni kunitisha niitishe but usiseme loan because loan tutakosana hapa mbele. There's a way, especially unajua ushaniambia ndakupatia pesa yako next month on the second Thursday. Second Thursday comes, the other Thursday passes. So nitakuuliza tu and then unaanza kunikasirikia yet we had an argument. Exactly. So kuna limits zingine solid that you have to put in place to make sure you with your in-laws mta thrive bado, because kama mtu ambana do mtako sana. Unajua there's so many things you guys can actually fight about but definitely not about money. And then you have to be very mature when you're dealing with these people and you have to be very kind. Thankfully I have very in-laws wangu ni wapoa, but wasn't of course the first few days you're like ude mama ni tudo unajua utafikiri watu vibaya for sure. But with time by the time is a healer. Time manze will solve so many things. That's what I feel.
But so we have to move on to advice spot. Advice inakatu inaenda tu kwa advice spot. So twendeni. Yes, so you know how we do it on advice spot. Tunakuaga tukisaidia pa relationship zenu. At this point I think relationships are the main issues watu wako nazo. I was looking for this one. Hi Switch TV, I'm Joy from Embu. I'm 21 years. I've been dating this guy for 2 years. Hadi nikapata ball yake, hapo ndio shida ilitokea. Akadai namcheza and we had to break up. Now my kid is 3 months older. Though hakuna help napata kutoka kwake and bado I feel nampenda and ningependa turudiane but shida ni wazai wangu hawawezi TK maneno. What should I do? Please help.
Wow.
So msali kutoka lakini unasikia unampenda.
Alimtoka akadai anamcheza. So mtoto si wake. So clearly alikuwa zile anacheza mtoto si wangu.
As in help napata. Na hakuna help. Mimi unajua niwaambia shida zingine mpaka I had to like I was rereading again ndio ni get it. First umse alikuwa accused, ulipata ball akasema hiyo ball si yake, ulimcheza, si ndio? Akakuleft. Second, tanguza mtoi hajai kusupport. Third, wewe ndio unampenda. Saa zingine unayempenda hakupendi, anapenda mwingine wakupenda. Na wewe unasikia unampenda. Madia.
Wow.
Acha tutakuombea, may Jesus help you.
Mimi nasema tu love I solve it mob. You know, at the end of the day that child needs to be raised right.
Akusaidi honestly.
You know, akusaidi, so there's zero provision from this man for this child. So unataka kumrudia wewe why?
Hata hakupendi. Like hakuna kitu mbaya kama unajiforce kwa relationship na msee at in the name of sijui. Alishakata mtui. Kwanza akatumia alikutoka ile design ya wewe kwanza una hanya
you know
unaitwa Joe mtoto hata si wangu, alikutoka hata sijui nampendea nini by the way. Hiyo I don't even understand.
It's painful but you'll have to let him go. Honestly, that's the best we can tell you. But let me read the next one.
Okay.
Hi ladies, I have been in a relationship with this guy for 1 year. He has always been great, always made me feel loved and appreciated, but recently he has changed. He is not as caring as he was. Doesn't give me attention, no gifts, no compliments. He doesn't make time for us to meet. I'm always the one asking him for us to meet. I talked to him about it and he's been saying sorry but repeating the same mistakes. The other day I was fed up by his action and asked him for a 2-day break, of which he didn't want, but finally agreed to saying he respects my decisions. After 2 days, he sounded miserable when I called him. He said that he loves me and wants to be with me, of which I believed him. It's not even a week and he's still acting the same. Kindly help. What should I do, please?
Patterns.
Msichana kudanganya.
Patterns.
Anyone that loves you and wants to be with you ata put in the effort, like you know, you don't have to be the one who's asking for, you know, meetups. You don't have to be the one mwenye kila saa uko making the plans. Utakuwa na effort. I think msichana kutumia cause maybe it's
There's something
bedroom. Lakini tutapatana vibes ya nayo. So probably this guy is using you na anakuweka tu around ile time anajisikia na wewe ndio akwe tu na opportunity anaweza come in bila ku struggle. Sasa anakuambia anakupenda but in the real sense anakutumia mtu wangu yo in a situationship.
Hapo we don't even need to add anything. He said everything.
But so tu kweli you're definitely playing second fiddle to this man. There's a priority for him, and when that priority is not there, then you are the second fiddle. Then ndio anakuchukua sasa anakuplace hapo. So as long as una play by the tune, then you're definitely dancing that to his music. Yeah.
So
let me read this one. Hi Switch. Goja. Hi ladies, I am Alia and I'm 20 years old dating a 22-year-old. Watu wakwao wananipenda, but on the other side my mom hampendi ile design, hata akikamkuniona anaanza kuongea vibaya. So what should I do? Wow.
Mothers are always right. That's all I'm going to say. Like mothers are always right.
Too much expectations. The kind I think
in ile
nimesema saa zile expectations ziko juu design madhako aizi stand ucha. Sasa tujui kama ni inaweza kwa alafu wako 22 years old.
Wako 22
ina kama mko campus hapa kule mnasoma hustle hapa kule. Maybe that's why your mom is not into. But also,
but also moms are always right. Think about when I think about every person my mom didn't like, she was right.
Yeah.
When I think about it now, those people she was telling me when I was 20 and 22 that Usimzuru, this one is using you because of me, and I didn't listen. Now we're not friends. She was right.
Yeah.
Your mom has a reason for not liking you.
Yeah, kile tu wagenge walisema. Ni wagenge si wagenge.
Wahenga.
Wagenge.
Punit muni wache. So wahenga walisema nini? Mzee ameketi uona mbali kuliko kijana amesimama. So listen to your parents. Yeah. Do you have another?
But anyway, the relationship yenu wewe ndio unajua nini mnafanya pamoja, you know where you are at. Unajua inaweza kwa
maybe you need this as a life lesson.
You know, like kama si hivyo wako very young but kuna potential ya future yao. You get venye hajatupatia details most hatuwezi kukusaidia more but you know it. But anyway, 111 444 mnaweza leta maoni mtu wangu, na pia maono ni muhimu ukiangalia future yako sasa.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have to take a short commercial break. Our guest is already in studio. Usiende popote.